Well, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes dreams actually do come true. And of course, those dreams are talking about getting woke and going broke as far as movies are concerned, because we have had some box office bombs here lately. Movies that people actually thought were going to do good, and come to find out, because of various things about wokeness, the wokeness of the actors that are acting in them, and the wokeness of the director's remarks before the movie came out, and just being woke in general is now starting to show. And it's also, a little bit of superhero fatigue, I guess you could say, is thrown in there. First, we're going to look at The Flash, which everybody thought was going to be a hit. It has now, after its first weekend of release, only made $129 million worldwide. Only $55 million domestic. That is pitiful for a summer blockbuster movie that was supposed to be huge. I mean, they put not Ben Affleck was in it, but Michael Keaton, the return of Michael Keaton's Batman. But that was about the only good thing about the movie. The movie had so much other crap working against it. First off, they canned Henry Cavill way back when. Ezra Miller is a complete shit show when it comes to his actual real life. He's a woke activist. He uses silly they-them pronouns. And people just didn't want to go see this movie. And on top of that, this movie is a lame duck. It takes place in a dead DCEU. The DCEU no longer exists now. It's called the DCU, and James Gunn has announced all these projects since he became head of the studio, and none of these projects really seem appealing to anybody. And he's also got rid of Henry Cavill, the one guy that everyone wanted to play Superman. He's like, nope, don't want that. Henry Cavill is gone. So yes, The Flash, with only $129 million worldwide opening. Next, we have Elemental from Disney and Pixar. Disney, of course, is one of the wokest companies on the planet, and continue to push their not-so-secret gay groomer agenda at all of our kids. Now, you remember Pixar. You remember Toy Story. You remember The Incredibles, Finding Nemo. All those movies back in the day were huge, huge movies, and made tons of money and continue to make tons of money. But not Elemental. Elemental opened to $44 million worldwide. That is it. Only $29 million domestic. Nobody cares about this movie. Nobody. And I don't even know if there's any woke garbage in the movie. I really haven't read anything about it. I know it takes place in a world where the four elements are represented in some way: fire, water, earth, and air. And these things, these elements, live together and try to interact with each other. But of course, they're toxic to one another. Well, whatever. I guess it's a love story between two elements. That's the only thing I can think of. So yes, Elemental is a failure, a dismal failure for Disney and Pixar. Now we go to Transformers Rise of the Beast, a movie that I hadn't even realized had opened yet. It opened on June 9th, 2 weeks ago. Well, it's in its second week of release. In 2 weeks, it has made only $275 million worldwide. $275 million. That's it. Domestic, only 101 million domestic in 2 weeks. That's two weekends worth of release. That's all this movie has managed to rake in. And once again, the writer and director came out and said that this movie is all about black and brown representation and showing the culture of Hispanic people. We don't need to have a movie. You want to make a movie about the culture of Hispanic people? Make a movie about the culture of Hispanic people. You want to make a movie about robots that change into cars, or robots that change into planes, or robots that change into animals? Make a movie about that. Don't throw in culture. That nobody goes to a Transformers movie to learn about Hispanic culture. So no one did. No one went to see it. Plus, Transformers movies are what they are now. Nobody gives a crap. Michael Bay wrung every bit of money out of the movies that he made, and this is what we're left with. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Transformers movies. And of course, last but not least, The Little Mermaid. Disney's The Little Mermaid supposedly would be a worldwide sensation because it included so much identity politics and was made for a younger, more woke generation, swapping out Ariel with a black woman, making her black and brown haired instead of white and red haired, changing the story around so that it wouldn't seem like the woman needed to leave the ocean because she was in love with a man. And then switching the ending. Instead of Prince Eric killing Ursula, it's now Ariel that kills Ursula and saves the Mermaid Kingdom and Prince Eric. So, ooh, girl power, ooh. It's been out now, when did this come out? Back in May. It came out back in May. And let's see, The Little Mermaid has been out for 4 weeks, for 1 month, and has only made $465 million internationally, or worldwide. That's it. Only $253 million domestic, which is reportedly only $3 million above its budget. So if you look at this, The Flash was an expensive movie because of all the reshoots. $250 million easy. It's nowhere near making back its money. Elemental. Oh, God, I can't even imagine. Transformers was a $200 million movie. Has only made $275. The Little Mermaid was a $200 million movie, or $250 million movie. Has only made $465. They must make a lot. They have to make a lot more money to be able to make back their budget, because not of all of that $465 million goes to them. And this weekend, just this past weekend, June 18th, we'll go with Sunday, it only made $2 million. Saturday, only made $4 million. Friday, only made $3 million. It ain't going to get there. It ain't going to get enough to make its budget. Now, I want to go to the Super Mario Brothers movie for comparison. We're almost done. This is the Super Mario Brothers movie, okay? $1,336,536,674. And it is still on the chart. It is still in theaters. It's been out for 11 weeks, almost 2 months. Made over $1 billion, made over $1.25 billion, and it's still going. It is still going, and it's out on streaming. I can watch this right now because I bought it for me and my children, or my one younger child, that is. I bought it. I can watch it right now. I don't have to go to the theater. I can finish recording this video and I can turn it on. But it's still making money in the theater. Because just this last weekend, it may not be making much, but 170,000, 240,000, and 240,000 on Sunday. And people can watch this at home, but they are still going to the movie theater to see it after 11 weeks, almost 2 months. So you can't say that it's because people don't want to go to the movies. They just don't like what they're being offered. The Flash, woke. Elemental, from a woke company. Transformers, The Flash, a woke actor. Elemental, woke company. Transformers, Rise of the Beast, woke director. Little Mermaid, woke company, woke movie. Super Mario Brothers wasn't woke. Didn't have much woke stuff in it. It had a girl boss. It had Princess Peach. She was pretty rough. She was pretty, she could hold her own, but she needed Mario to save her. I will say that. Mario's the one. Mario and Luigi were the ones that had to save her. She couldn't do it on her own. So, they didn't. They threw out that trope. No girl bosses in this movie. So that's what we got. I'm happy about it. Now we have Indiana Jones coming out. That's going to be terrible because of Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Pretty much, she makes it her movie, and she's insufferable. But there is some light on the horizon. In early July, we will have Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1 with Tom Cruise, who makes great movies. And I think this will be how he saves Hollywood's summer numbers once again, like he did last summer with Top Gun. He'll be doing it again this summer with Mission Impossible, because he knows how to make good movies, and he doesn't have to throw in any kind of woke references, nothing like that. And this man's a Scientologist, a completely made up religion. But he still makes good movies, man. He knows what the audience wants. So that's all I got for you. I just wanted to point that out. And we're winning the war. Us anti-woke, anti-groomer, anti-everything who know for a fact that there's only two genders. We're winning. We're winning the battle. Hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below, and I'll talk to you later.